Greetings, Zimbabweans. If you look in Zimbabwe, the people who are suffering are people in towns who voted for Nelson Chamisa during the 2018 general elections. When people who voted for ZANU-PF in rural areas are sitting pretty, people in rural areas hardly buy anything. I once lived in the rural areas. A person in the rural area can spend the whole year without buying anything, which means price increases will not affect people in rural areas as much as it affects people in urban areas. As long as Matura Avo or their food reservoirs are full of maize, round nuts, nyimo, sweet potatoes, mambaira, nzunguma, pumpkins, mananga, nezvimwe zvakawanda kudaro, makaka. Gore rese, the whole year, a person in rural areas can spend the whole year eating boiled maize seeds called in Shona zinonzi anogona kupedza gore rese achidya mangai nemambaira nemanhanga, roundnuts, pumpkins the whole year. People who are affected by price increases are people in urban areas, cities and towns, and these are the people who mainly voted for Nelson Chamisa. People in rural areas, they collect water from the river and wells, whereas if there is no water in taps and electricity, it's only people in urban areas who are affected. People in rural areas cook using firewood and cow dung. People in rural areas do not pay tax. If you go to your fields and you reap all your maize and put them in your silos or reservoirs, who do you pay tax to? But it's people who are in towns who pay tax. When they buy bread, there's tax, sales tax. When they buy clothes, there's sales tax. When they buy anything to eat or what they want to be comfortable with, they pay tax. These are the people who are suffering, who are being affected by price increases, by shortages of electricity, shortages of water, price increases, and the exchange rate of the Zimbabwean dollar against the US dollar. People in rural areas who voted for ZANU-PF are virtually unaffected by the fall of Zimbabwean dollar given the US dollar, because they've got their mealie meal in their reservoir silos or matura, they've got their pumpkins, they don't buy. There are no money changers in rural areas. So we are saying people who voted for Nelson Chamisa are suffering. ZANU-PF and Mnangagwa takes money from the people in towns and buy mealie meal and give free people in rural areas fertilizer for free, food for free, whilst people in towns and cities are languishing that voted for Nelson Chamisa in towns. So whilst at the same time Chamisa is boasting that Mnangagwa is calling Mudibisi anodainza vanhu vasina mombe kumeeting, meaning that Mnangagwa is inviting people who do not even have votes. He's boasting Chamisa whilst these people are suffering. Once there is a third force which will educate people in cities and towns that Chamisa is enjoying you suffering, because if he had solutions, he should be the first one to run to Mnangagwa to give him solutions so that these people in cities and towns do not suffer. But now he's boasting as a young man and people are suffering. No water, no electricity, price increases, no salaries, and all those things which are adversely affecting the people who voted for him. Once there is a third force which goes to educate people in urban areas, they will revolt against Nelson Chamisa. He is not thinking maturely. What he should do is to run to Poland and ensure that he gives all the solution to Mnangagwa, so that life becomes easier for the people that voted for him in the 2018 general election. Myself, I would differ greatly with Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF, but I saw logic in having dialogue with him in Poland, because when price increases, Mnangagwa earns 100,000 a year. When their price increase is not affected, the exchange rate is not affected, he earns $100,000 a year, a month, $100,000 a month. He does not pay tax. And electricity organization, he is called a sensitive customer. If you switch off Mnangagwa, you'll be fired from work, you'll be lucky, you can be killed. So he is the last pen not to have electricity. So Chamisa should go and join Poland, not to keep on boasting and insulting other emerging political parties which want to help the people of Zimbabwe. I thank you.